Thank you, Google Play, for sponsoring part of this video.
Why aren't the kids in school? Why isn't Ava, Alexis in school and Jersey in school? The truth is, our kids have been out of school for about a month, maybe over a month. That's a long time. I'm gonna tell you why they haven't been in school and what they've been doing. But first, I wanna tell you about this awesome new game from Google Play. It's called Disney Princess Majestic Quest. I'm quite good at it. And you might be saying, why am I playing this game? Well, you can't be making fun of people in 2020, guys. I love the game. It's a match 3 puzzle game. Download it from the Google Play Store. Get it now. The link will be down below in the description. Let us know what you think. And thank you, Google Play, for sponsoring this part of the video.
Guys, the kids have been out of school for about 4 weeks now, a month, and that's a long time, which also means they've been with us all this time, Jersey included. We have seen a lot of you guys asking about school, like what is going on and why are the kids not in school? We'll explain to you why they're not in school, but also that schooling is still important to us, so we've done a lot of things while we were on the road and traveling to keep up with their education and schooling. A lot of non-traditional ways like playing Monopoly, or as they call it in Atlantisopoly, because that's where we got this while we were in the Bahamas so that we could do things. Walk across, go ahead, go get your slime. Are you ready to play Atlantisopoly? So Atlantisopoly is a great game for the kids because it lets them learn about numbers and money and strategy. We have to roll the dice to see who goes first, right? I got 10. Play. Oh, she got 12. Okay, here, you go.
I got 12.
All right, so Alexis got the highest score, but we have to let Jersey. Good job, Jersey. Okay, so Alexis next, here.
No, mine.
No, we take turns. That's a 4. So
1, 2, 3, 4.
The house wins, pay $200. So you owe the bank $200. You know how to make 200?
100.
That's right. And how many hundreds do you need?
Mine. No, my turn. 200.
That's right. So you owe the bank 200. So that's 200, right, Jersey? Oh, Jersey.
It's 200.
Right, Alexis?
Yeah,
so this goes to the bank. The girls are learning about money and counting and adding things up while we're doing this game.
6.
So you got 6. So you have to go ahead, get
now
your thing.
my turn. Now my turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
This is Ruins Lagoons. If you want to buy it, it will cost you $50. Now, but you will get $6 every time somebody lands on it. What are you going to do?
I'm going to buy $50.
Okay, so then you owe the bank 50.
Okay.
Okay, so and here's your property now. You own it. And then the bank takes 50.
That's in my car.
So I'm going to do my turn now.
That's in my car. No, I'm going to do my turn.
Do your turn, Jersey. Go ahead.
Now my turn.
Roll it. Okay, now count. How many do you have? 1, 2, 3. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, and then what's this?
10.
Can you count? Count with me. Ready? 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6. Right? So you have 3 and you have 6. That's
Yeah,
9.
I have 6.
That's 9. So Jersey, you get to move 9. My turn. Lovely. I got 6.
Lovely.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh,
That's mine.
yeah, you just bought it. So Ava, you have to, what do I owe you, Ava?
You give me $6.
Oh, you're gonna make me poor already. So how do I make 6, Ava?
I have to pee. 5 and 1. I have to pee.
Good math. Okay, he needs to pee.
It's easy.
It teaches you how to count and do math and strategy. I'm gonna take Jersey to go pee. Roll the dice. It's Ava's turn, or Alexa's turn, I mean.
One thing we're super grateful for is people send us books. Over the years, we've gotten a lot of books from you guys, so thank you very much if you send us a book. But that's really contributed to the comprehension and reading of the girls, of our kids. Even Alexis learned to read. How old were they? 3?
3 and a half. They were reading 3
They were reading very young. They're reading very well now. And so here's a book that we recently got called Henry Happened. It's a great little book. It's got a great lesson about overcoming fear. It's simple. It's written really well. The illustrations are great. We're going to read this tonight. There's so many creative ways to teach your kids. Now, going to school is obviously very important. There's a certain education you get from books and from school, but there's also a great education you get from culture and traveling and experiencing the world and like overcoming the anxiety of being nervous around other people, meeting other people and learning their traditions. Like that is like an amazing, amazing education. We were just in the Bahamas and we swam with pigs. I don't know why we did that. That was ridiculous. We swam with nurse sharks. I don't know why we did that. That was ridiculous, but it was fun. But the girls had to overcome fear to do these things. We got to release a turtle into the ocean. So the girls had to learn how to snorkel and overcome that fear, which not only did they do those things and overcome the fear, but they also got to learn about the animals. They got to learn about a dolphin. They got to learn about sea lions. They got to learn about how these animals interact in their natural habitats. When we travel, not only do we try to educate through reading comprehension or math or other things, but we also try to do it through meeting people and understanding what it's like to live there and be there. I think the girls have an awesome education of traveling. They've been now to probably 20 states. Like, it's pretty incredible. They're very comfortable around people, which is a huge thing. I don't think I was comfortable around people until last week, so.
One of the things that's also really important as the girls are out of school and traveling with us is we do make sure to bring some sort of school-like workbook with us. They are currently on the 2nd grade level. We did the 1st grade level when they were in kindergarten. So we kind of always try and have them a level ahead of their grade. He's not even talking. He's not even talking, Justin. And this is something we just recently did with the girls in the past week or so. So there's 5 themes here: honesty, compassion, respect, responsibility, courage. And these are all really important things as they grow up to be familiar with. And
Dad's coming up behind the camera. Look at all these sections that we have. We have, phonics, vocabulary, grammar, writing, math, shapes, fractions, money, time, social studies. Last week, like these things, these tenets of citizenship, honesty, compassion, respect, responsibility, courage, not only will we go over it like in the book, but more importantly, when we're walking around, we try to exhibit these behaviors and these examples. For instance, at the end of the day, I would say, Alexis, how are you compassionate today? Or were you compassionate? Or how were you respectful or disrespectful? Or tell me how you were honest. These types of things so that they can really understand what these things are and how they apply to their lives and other people.
thank you, Justin, for jumping in on that.
Fashion Dad 2020.
We really just want to address, because there's been so many questions from you guys, and I understand, it makes sense that when you see us out, like we're traveling, we're doing things, you guys do wonder about the children's schooling and education. But I also think anybody who knows our family content or sees what we do or even hears our children knows that education is very important to us.
I'm behind the camera. Fashion Dad 2020 has more to say. It bothers me a little bit when people talk about the education of, the girls or anyone, because one, it's our business. Two, our kids are far advanced for their age. For instance, they have no problem doing the stuff on the 2nd grade level, even though they're 1st grade, because we push them and we let them know that it's important, and we work through it. We don't just go through the pages. We don't just go through the pages, but we have examples and we try to apply it. And a lot of this is just because we communicate, we try to be present with our kids, and we try to allow them to have experiences and then talk about those experiences. And that's it, I'm done.
What he said. You never need to worry about their education or whether or not they're getting an education. They're getting an education and then some.
So girls, we're gonna read a book called Henry Happened, all right? We're gonna find out what happened. That's gonna be working on your comprehension, understanding what happened, and then also the main idea of the actual story, okay? Okay. So I'll read some and you can read some, how about that? There once was a vole who lived in a hole. His name was Henry. A vole is like a rodent, so do you see him in the hole?
Mm-hmm. His name was Henry because that's what his mother named him.
That's what his mother named him, Henry.
Henry lived on a hill in this hole because he chose to live there.
Henry woke up every morning when the sun came up because that's what he did. Alexis?
Henry scurried about for food every day, gathering nuts and leaves to eat because that's what he did.
So that's what he did. So he lived in a hole. That's what he did. He went around looking for nuts because that's just what he does, right?
And when the sun was ready to set, Henry would go back into his hole because that's what he did.
So basically when the sun sets and it gets dark, he goes back to his home because that's what he does, right?
Yeah, that's him right
That's
there.
right. It's getting dark, right?
It's very dark.
Well, it's getting dark. The sun is setting. One morning, Henry sat at the top of a hill and saw an owl in a nearby tree. Henry chose to go talk to this owl, even knowing that owls eat voles. He knows that owls like to eat voles, but he went there anyhow.
Owls really eat voles.
Yeah, of course. They're much bigger and they're strong. They got strong beaks and they can come down in here and
In
swoop
real
down.
life?
Yep. Now, Alexis, you can read that.
Henry ran over to the tree because that's what he did.
So the owl's in the tree, right? But Henry ran over there. That's because that's just what he does.
The owl watched intently as Henry climbed up the tree. The owl thought this was odd. Then Henry approached to the owl.
So why do you think the owl thought it was odd that
Because-
Henry was coming up the tree?
Because he knows that the vole is supposed to know that owls eat voles.
Right, right. And now, to which the owl said, "Are you here for me to eat you?" That's what he said to the vole. "Are you here for me to eat you?" Alexis?
Henry said, "Goodness, no. I was thinking of the possibility for us to be friends.
He was thinking about, well, no, I was thinking that we could be friends.
If you don't eat me."
Right, but now read this, Ava.
But the owl thought of eating Henry and that he would be delicious.
Ooh. But the owl said, you know what? That vole would be delicious if I ate him.
So he's trying, I bet the next thing is going to be he's
Well, let's
eating
see.
him.
Then the owl said, "Today I will not eat you, and we will be friends because that's what we're going to do." So did he eat the vole?
No.
No, but was the vole brave?
Yes.
So maybe the vole was like a little bit scared, but then he said, you know what? I'm going to try because I'd like to be friends with the owl. What do you think is the main idea of that story? What is the main thing it's talking about?
It's talking about how Henry's life go.
What do you think, Alexis?
How Henry's what did he do that's brave?
Yeah, that's right. The main idea pretty much is that you can overcome fear by trying things that might be uncomfortable. Like just like in the Bahamas, when you girls swam with sharks. Was that kind of scary?
Yeah.
But you did it, right? And are you glad you did it now?
Yeah.
Because now you remember, you can like, I did something that was really cool and I wasn't going to get hurt because they were just nurse sharks.
Yeah.
Henry's a vole, very little, and he knows that owls can eat him. But he said, you know what, I'm going to overcome my fear and I'm going to go see if we can be friends. Right?
Thank you for watching and make sure you do more videos. Subscribe and turn on the notifications. Thank you for watching.